crowd loves it in Pueblo. See, Colorado has some of the world's best monster truck fans, and they're watching some of the world's best monster trucks in this U.S. Hot Rod Association action. Now, as we make our way to the finals, you're going to hear more and more about the fuel mixture on these giant vehicles. See, these trucks do most of their racing a lot closer to sea level. They're set up to burn an air that has a lot more oxygen than the air they're finding here at Pueblo. See, Pueblo is just under 5,000 feet above sea level. So the big question in these races is, who has the mixture problem solved? We learned a lot more about that in round 2 as David Morris takes off the warm-ups and gets in the game. As you recall, Equalizer had a first-round bye after turning in the fastest qualifying time. Gravedigger will be in the other lane. And the other half of our semifinal bracket has Joey Pittman in Tough Enough against Rob Grossman and King Crunch. Speaking of kings, here's the king of monster truck play-by-play, Joe Lowe.
Again, they're coming up to the starting line in Pueblo. The Gravedigger, Lyle Hancock handling the driving duties while Dennis Anderson is recuperating. And David Morris out of Springfield, Tennessee with the hottest truck on the circuit, the Equalizer. Green light, and there they go. Gravedigger with a hole shot. Equalizer powered back. He comes from behind. And what a great run. Both drivers pedal to the metal. Both drivers with a superb run. But David Morris digs down deep, has things tuned in, and the Equalizer is over the finish line first. Again, the Equalizer, a picture-perfect run over the first set of cars. Then mashes it down, finds the horsepower. And David Morris with the win, but not an easy one.
I knew that was going to be a tough race, and it was. I don't know how close it was, but it looked like we was real close at the end of the course there. But we come out on top, and I guess that's all that counts. Gary Cook, the owner of the truck, he made a few adjustments on the motor, and it seemed like it had a lot of power on that run.
Wow, you had the Equalizer out of the hole, but she came from behind to beat you. What happened?
Well, that makes a difference in the motor and the cubic inch. That's where them big cubic inch motors will make tracks on you in the long course. They'll catch you in the end. We run quite a bit smaller motor. It's only 432 cubic inch. We got to drive it pretty hard to stay out front. I had him over the first set of cars, and he outpowered me going to the second set. It was a pretty good race. I mean, I looked out the side window going over the second set of cars. He was right next to me. I didn't even know who won.
We know that Equalizer's going to the finals, but who is he going to face? It could be this truck, Tough Enough.
Tough Enough's running real good. We've got a new fuel pump on it. We're getting our fuel mixture adjustment right, but we're getting better each round, and going to make another adjustment here in a minute, and then we're going to be back out there again for second round. We're changing the air mixture, the air fuel mixture up here in Colorado. The altitude's different than where we're used to running down in Phoenix, so we have to tinker with it a little bit when we get up here. Once we get that air fuel mixture right, she'll run real good.
Joey Pittman and Tough Enough facing King Crunch, Rob Grossman out of Spring, Texas. Green light, there they go. King Crunch with a hole shot. Tough Enough running strong. And he gets the win. Now, that's very, very unusual to see a truck with a hole shot not win the race. But again, a long course. You've got the altitude problem. And Tough Enough sliding a lot of horsepower right here as he powers through for the win. Tough Enough will face the Equalizer in our final. A great run for Joey Pittman.
Yeah, he had lane choice. Unfortunately, I preferred the left lane. That right lane is a little rough coming off that first set of cars, and he took me on it, and I thought I might be able to pull it out on that second set, but I just didn't give it enough gas.
Yeah, we had a good run that last run. I really got in good. We got it pretty much adjusted out right now, and we're going to be going for number 1 tonight. Hopefully we can do it.
David Morris showed how he got to be the hot truck in the U.S. Hot Rod Association competition this season. Lyle Hancock reacted to the light perfectly, had a great hole shot. But Morris refused to give up. Got a ton of horsepower from Equalizer and won a great race with a great come-from-behind effort. And you got to know that Joey Pittman's loving it. He got tough enough in the championship race with a chance to prove he's tough enough to take the title away from Equalizer. Listen, before we bring you the race for the championship, we're going to have the consolation round from Pueblo. Before we do that, we're going to pause for a word from our sponsors. The Monster Truck Challenge continues here on ESPN in just a moment. Welcome back to the U.S. Hot Rod Association's Monster Truck Challenge. I'm Ken Brew. We're headed back to Pueblo to bring you some unusual action from the Colorado State Fairgrounds. Kind of a monster extra. We always give you your money's worth here on Monster Truck Challenge, and the fans got their money's worth at the USHRA's consolation round, giving the losers a chance to show their stuff one more time before the championship race. Here to fill you all in on the consolation bracket is Joe Lowe.
Thank you very much, Ken, and what a matchup. Rob Grossman, who was defeated by Tough Enough in Four-Wheel Crazy, will go against Gary Wiggins and the Carolina Crusher. He had handling problems. Watch for him to correct that. On the line, Carolina Crusher, Four-Wheel Crazy, the green light, there they go. And the Carolina Crusher gets a hole shot. And the win, he keeps it over the cars, no problem whatsoever in handling. The win goes to Carolina Crusher. Gary Wiggins certainly has this track figured out this time. Whatever handling problems he had before, they're just not even showing up this time. Over the cars, a great run and a win in consolation round for the Carolina Crusher. And Crusher earns the right to face the Gravedigger for our consolation prize here in Pueblo, Colorado. The U.S. Hot Rod Association bringing you the best of the best on Monster Truck Challenge. Carolina Crusher, Gary Wiggins aboard, going against Lyle Hancock and the Gravedigger, both from North Carolina, way out west to show what they can do. Looking for that green light. Thumbs up, showtime! And Gravedigger with an incredible hole shot. It's almost like he could see the electricity run up the cord to the lights. The win to Lyle Hancock and the Gravedigger. And Lyle Hancock drives the Gravedigger to the fastest time of the night, 4.13 seconds.
Well, I had to go all out. I knew I was running against him last night. He gave me a tough run, and I wasn't going to lose twice in the same night, so I had to give it everything I got. Racing equalizer, I didn't have the good lane and a little smaller cubic inch motor, but I got the fans back here crazy going. You know, when they want to sign some autographs, I'm going to have to get going.
All right, we'll go ahead.
Thanks. All right, boys.
Man, I'll tell you, Lyle Hancock just loves to race. He goes out in the consolation bracket. Instead of taking it easy on his truck, instead of saying, hey, I don't have anything to win, I got everything to lose, puts his foot on the floor and turns in the fastest time of the night. That is a true professional. We're going to break out here just for a second, but when we come back, the run to the winner's circle in Pueblo, Colorado, when Monster Truck Challenge continues in just a moment.